Hi, welcome back to English 111 Online. This week we're going to start our Core Project 3. I'm doing Core Project 3 before Core Project 2 in case you wonder what happened to Core Project 2. But I'm doing Core Project 3 first and then Core Project 2 because 2 is the annotated bibliography, and it'll be so much easier for you to do once you have gotten all of your resources and completed your research paper. So, Core Project 3, we will start this week. Of course, view the lecture video, which you're doing right now. There's a short Global Goals video right here that you can watch. Kind of gives you an overall idea of why we're interested in these global goals to begin with. I want you to watch that. Really, it's just a couple of minutes. And then Core Project 3, here's the assignment sheet for that, and I've already pulled it up, so we'll take a look at it over here. Here's the snapshot. It is going to be a persuasive problem solution research essay. Research means you have to find sources to back you up in what you're saying about your topic. And you'll need 5 to 6 primary or secondary sources. Primary source is just a source that is from the actual author himself or herself, and and secondary is somebody is writing about what somebody else has done as their research. So most of the sources you'll find are probably secondary sources, and so you feel free to use those. This, of course, would be MLA 9th edition, the same way we've been doing. And the length of this paper needs to be 5+ pages. And don't worry too much about that right now. I know 5+ pages seems like an awful lot, but by the time you get all the information in your paper that I want you to put in there, you'll have your 5 to 6 pages with no problem at all. So what we're going to do is the United Nations has put together 17 global goals to help significant problems that we face in the world. And here's the way you'll go about doing it. Let's look at continue to look at the assignment sheet here. So first thing you're gonna do, you're going to this website right here. Don't look up global goals, don't look up anything else. Just go right to this link here, the global goals. And then you'll be able to see what everybody else here sees. It says here, if not now, when? It's time to tackle the world's to-do list. And the to-do list, of course, is all of these goals that are over here. You can click on any of those, but you can also click somewhere else to find those goals too. It says in 2015, world leaders agreed to 17 global goals. 7 years on, we have made progress, but there's still work to be done, and the goals are more important than ever. The climate crisis, ensuring no one goes hungry, human rights abuses, extreme poverty, problems of this scale can be overwhelming, but the global goals, also known as the Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, are the solution to tackling them. And it says start now. So go ahead and click start now, and it'll have your 17 goals. I want you to choose one from the first 16. This partnership for the goals is really something outside of what I want you to take a look at. You can take a look at it, but I want you to choose one of the first 16 and just explore. Just click and explore. Here's one on affordable and clean energy, and it tells you basic things that you need to know here about what it is. Renewable energy solutions are becoming cheaper, more reliable, and more efficient every day. And they tell you what they're doing, what we're hoping to do to continue along that path. You're going to scroll down and see the targets. universal access to modern energy, double the improvement in energy efficiency, increase global percentage of renewable energy, etc. These are all things that they hope to get to by before 2030 or by 2030. So we're on our way towards that. We've just gotten through, from 2015 to now, we're through the first 7 years of it, but we still got a long way to go. And frankly, COVID set everything back that the United Nations had been making progress on, or that the world has been making progress on. This is not just about the United Nations. They're the ones who came up with the goals, but you're going to research and find information about what people are doing to help this all over the world. So that's what I want you to do. I want you for this week to explore that Global Goals website. Every time I've said it, not every time, but a couple of times I've made the link to it. So always come back to this document to find the link to that. Or you won't be on the same page we're on, literally not on the same page everybody else is on. You want to click on the targets to see some of the things that can be done for it. And then you want to put together just a little bit in your journal about what you found so far. So look at all of the sources. Look at all of this assignment sheet, because it may have some sources in there that you want to use for the paper. But the thing is, this time I just want you to become aware of the 17 global goals, and I want you to choose one of the first 16. As you're reading, searching, the first source that you have, this Global Goals page, is a reliable source. But not everything is reliable as a source. Wikipedia is not a reliable source, and I will let you read that as to why it's not reliable. Wikipedia is okay to use as when you're first starting to research, but if it's well documented itself, the article in Wikipedia, scroll down and find where they got the information from and use those sources as your sources and not Wikipedia as a source. So Wikipedia is probably going to be the first thing that pops up if you go to Google and type in your word. But right now, I just want you to get to be familiar with your problem, whether it's hunger, poverty, equal rights for women, whatever it is, and choose any one of those 16 that you would like to. But take a look at the sources. If you continue beyond this source to find other sources, keep this in mind. The Scarab test. The substance should be written either for the general public or for academics. The currency, it needs to be, say, 3 to 5 years old, no older than that, because it'll be out of date. The authority, who created the information. Hopefully you'll find something where the author is named, or at least the source is recognizable and you can prove that it is a good, reliable source. Just like the United Nations is a good, reliable source for this research paper that we're starting. R is for relevance. You want to find sources that, of course, address the issue that we're writing about. Not something else that might have the word in it or whatever, but something that really tells about how severe the problem is, what we can do to help the problem, and what is being done in the world to help the problem. That's the convincing part, or the persuasive part, is you're going to persuade your reader that there are some people that have some really great ideas that are already working, and we can continue to use those really good ideas. Accuracy, of course, it needs to be well cited It needs to have information that you feel like you can rely on. And bias, there's always going to be a little bit of bias in anything that you look at, because it's created, these sites are created by human beings, and we can't help but be biased a little bit. But you want to make sure it's not so biased that it is clearly not something you should use for an academic paper. Okay, so consider this SCARAB as you're doing your research and looking at everything. And we'll talk more about this source evaluation rubric, the SCARAB method, next time. So I have put some links here for things that I have found in the past. I checked these earlier, and the links should still be good. They were when I checked them like last week. So, but if your goal is no poverty, this is something that is related to that. These are all related to the goal and to the target that we're looking at for those goals, but it is that you may not be interested in those at all, and you may not even be interested in one of those goals. Pick the one that you want to investigate and write about from the first 16. Here's a link for world news and international newspapers that might help you find some information as you're looking for sources. We're going to have 5 to 6 sources. You already have your first source. Number 1 is this Global Goals page that you access through the assignment sheet. All right, so this week for a grade, we have the journal. And the journal says, which global goal are you choosing for your topic? So you're going to actually, and don't just give me the number, write it out for me. Please use complete sentences for these. Then give a short summary of what the global issue is. In other words, what is the problem that this goal is designed to help? So give a short summary of what the global issue is and why the goal to make it better is important. You will use this information in your introduction and background paragraph. Find at least 3 possible solutions that can help the goals. Look at the specific targets of the goal on the Global Goals website to get this information. And so you're going to put this together. This is going to get you started in your research. And then go ahead and continue to research and find out more information based on the report, the assignment sheet here. So in other words, it says here what you need to do for the persuasion essay. And here are some questions that you need to answer. So look for the answer to these questions when you're doing your research, because we'll have to use all of these in our paper. And there's 6. There are however many. I didn't number them because it doesn't really matter as long as you find the information. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think there are 11 questions that you'll need to find the information for. So that's what you're looking for when you're researching. You're looking to find the information that is asked for in these bulleted points here. So good luck on your research. We're going to be working on this for a while. It won't be due until December the 4th. And so we have quite a bit of time to get that done. I'm wrong about that. Forget that. It's November the 20th. So we have the month of October and we have the month of November to get this done. And I'll be working with you as we go along. We'll be doing it in stages, and hopefully you'll be able to get everything put together that so that you can have a complete, polished, beautiful research essay by November the 20th. All right, well, again, reminding you, I'm out of the country right now, but I will be back next week, and you'll be able to contact me then. I'll be able to contact you. and we'll continue to work on Core Project 3. So thanks, and I'll see you next time.